All right, I'm back. Hey, check it out, man. We got the Hawks versus the Wizards tonight. And halftime they looking pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The Hawks is up by 2, 67-65. We got, of course, Justin Kutcher and Drew Gooden on the announcements. They playing in Atlanta. Off the break, let me just say this off the break, that for some reason the Wizards have a problem with every time they play, by halftime the opposing team always has over 60 points, close to 70 points. I don't know if they can make any adjustments. I don't know what they're going to do about that. Maybe it's the way the team is designed or schemed to just play loose, but other teams are really, really scoring on us without any defense. So, any defense from us, at least, because it's the story of the Wizards. Pretty much almost every time you see a video, the first thing I talk about is turnovers. First quarter, they were just turnover heavy, man. At least 4 or 5 turnovers in the first quarter alone. And second quarter, not so much, but it was just the fact that I just didn't understand the fact that I didn't understand that just the turnovers. It's just weird. And then Drew Gooden finally said it, and I've been saying it for months now. The Wizards do not close out on the three-point shot. They don't close out on the three. And these guys for Atlanta, wide open. Gallinari, Hunter, and the guy, I forgot the other guy's name. He's from Europe too. But these guys are literally wide open. A couple passes, the guy's wide open because they're too busy doubling up Trae Young. Trae Young, I don't even think he's taken a three yet. So, I mean, he's over because he hasn't taken the three yet, but he doesn't have to. He has really been just driving the ball, getting to the free throw line. I think they held Trae Young about maybe 8 points so far. I think he got like 8 assists and 8 points right now, something like that by halftime. But he hasn't really attempted any three-point shots at all. So another thing, like Drew Gooden finally said, they don't close out on the three. There's no three-point perimeter defense. These guys are open. And also, like I said last video, there's no interior defense. And these guys are coming down, dunking the ball freely. Couple passes, Capella catching oops, Hunter getting some dunks. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. Like, just no defense. Even when they put in Porzingis and Gafford at the 4 and the 5, there's still no interior defense because what they do is they'll pull Gafford out of the paint, and Porzingis just hovers around, not in the paint, but like outside. But he's not fast enough to get down and rotate on defense when they drive in the lane. So I mean, it's a good combination with both of them in the game, because I think Porzingis has about 3 threes or 4 threes. They call one back because it was 1 foot over the three-point line and 1 foot inside the three-point line. But it took them all day to take a point off. But you see it real time. You can easily know that was a 2-point shot. Well, yeah, like I said, they don't guard the three. There's no interior defense in the paint. So, and turnovers in the first quarter. It's just a story of the Wizards. They can't hold people under 60 points by halftime. So, but it's 67-65. Now, don't get me wrong, the Atlanta defense ain't been good neither, because Trae Young can't guard Satoransky. He too big at the point guard position, and I wanted to see the point guard play because Trae Young be talking a lot of trash, talking about nobody can guard him and stuff like that. Well, guess what? He can't guard nobody either. He don't play no defense. Satoransky's too big. Ish Smith shot a couple jumpers, did a reverse layup on Trae Young. He couldn't stop that joint. I mean, Trae Young can't do nothing. They had him on some mismatches with Hachimura and Denny Ogden when they rotated off, and he couldn't stop him under the basket, or he didn't even challenge him on a jump shot. So I mean, I hear you, Trae Young, but they've been kind of holding you down. You can't even take a three, though. But the rest of the team has been holding you down. So let's see what Wes Unseld does. Is he still going to double up Trae on certain occasions? Or is he going to let him run free and just get all the points he can and try to stop the rest of the team? So, because Gallinari been galvanizing and stuff. He's been destroying us in the paint, just going freely to the paint and getting easy layups. So, I don't know. I don't know what Unseld Jr. is going to do to adjust that. Because if he puts more defense on that, that's going to free up Trae Young to do what he always do, shoot the three and cross bammers up and make spectacular shots or whatever he do. But on a good note, on the offensive side of the ball with the Wizards, in the first half, there's been some good spacing because we had a couple, like Gabber had a dunk. Man, listen, Satoransky had a dunk. I mean, go figure, you know what I'm saying? And Satoransky came alive this game, even though when he's been starting, he's getting 7+ assists a game, which is great. He's pushing the pace, like I said last game, and he's pushing the pace here, and we're keeping up with the Atlanta Hawks. He had a dunk. He had a couple jumpers. I think he even hit a three. So I'm just like, dude, Satoransky, where'd all this come from? Why you need to do this more often? And then Corey Kispert has just been, he ain't taken a three yet. Yeah, he hasn't taken a three yet, but he been driving the lane to the basket, getting layups. Could have had a dunk, but he ain't want to dunk on Trae Young. He laid the ball up. I mean, hey man, don't get it twisted. Kispert got some bounce, man. He got some bounce. So I mean, he can dunk off the rebound and everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's just this game, he been playing some good defense, filling the passing lanes. He been showing the other side. But why did he wait this long? Well, unless he had to find this game, but I don't know why he waited this long because we're not in the play-in, so we're not even going to play in the play-in. So, I mean, the season's pretty much over, so we just putting the team together to see what fits and what doesn't. I want to see if they're going to put in Thomas Bryant, because if they don't start putting him in more towards the end of the next few games towards the end of the season, then he might be traded. Because this is a contract year for him, so they might not re-sign him. But we'll see. Because they put in Hachimura at one point when they sat Porzingis down and they kept Hachimura and Gafford in with Ish Smith, Ish Smith, Denny Ogdia, Hachimura, Gafford, and was it Kispert was in that joint? No. They put in Gills was in that joint. So yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it short. So yeah, the Wizards, like I said, down 2 at a halftime, 67-65. Let's see if they make adjustments on closing out on the 3. Let's keep the offensive tempo going. Keep the energy high with Satoransky pushing the pace. And some interior defense. Even Ish Smith had a block on Hunter. So we got to play some kind of defense. So, okay, holler at y'all after the game is over. All right, we back, man. The final score of the game was 118-103. Atlanta won that joint. Pretty much more the same. Well, pretty much the same as the first half. No defense on the 3, no interior defense, and it's like I said, they didn't make. I said in the first half, second quarter, in a video before this, I said, what are they going to do with Trae Young? Because they only held him like 8 points by halftime. I said, what are they going to do with Trae Young? Are they going to make adjustments, and are they going to keep doubling him? Or are they going to start trying to shut down the rest of the players and let Trae Young go to roam around in the second half? And it's what I said, what Wes Unseld Jr. was going to do. They stopped doubling him and playing super defense on Trae Young. Trae Young ended up with 30. I mean, double, 30 and what? It's like a 6th straight game or something like that. Something crazy. He had 30, double, 30 plus 30 points and plus 10 plus assists. I mean, I don't get it, man. But they wanted to shut everybody else down, you know what I'm saying, in the game. I really don't have anything else to say about the Wizards. I mean, they got 2 games left. They play at New York against the Knicks, and then they play at Charlotte against the Hornets. You know, yeah. On Sunday, I'm gonna do the Charlotte game. It's the last game of the regular season for the Wizards. I guess I'm grateful to not look for them in the play-in tournament, let alone the playoffs. So far, I think the people that was balling, you know, Porzingis was shooting threes until second half. Gafford came alive a little bit, but then they started shutting him down. The Atlanta's defense started to adjust and box him out. And Denny Ogdia, I noticed something about Denny Ogdia's defense. He's supposed to like clamp people down and supposed to put, you know, superior defense on people. That's supposed to be one of his specialties now, because he's been working on a defense in off season. But then now they talking about he's supposed to be a defensive cat, and he wanted to guard the best player, so they put him on Trae Young. Denny Ogdia can't play defense without hand checking people. I noticed that against Trae Young. He had his hands all over him, talking about like just touching him and putting his elbow. And Trae Young's so crafty, he reach up under him, foul. Every time they put Denny Ogdia on Trae Young, automatic foul going to the free throw line or something. Denny Ogdia is sitting there trying to complain like, man, what am I doing, ref? Stop putting your hands on him. If play defense, put your hands out like this. You know what I'm saying? Or put your hands up to guard the pass and just stay in front of him. Stay between him and the basket and guard him on the three-point shot, which you didn't do because he started raining threes like crazy. And it was unbelievable how Coach Unseld Jr. stopped playing superior and double teaming Trae Young, but started playing defense on everybody else and let Trae Young run loose. It was unbelievable, and I called it. I was like, what you gonna do, Wes Unseld? Because third quarter, he gonna come out there and it's about to go crazy. Oh man, I don't know, man. I don't want to make this video no longer than what it should be. I'm just going to keep it simple. Like I said, I want to see the Hornets, because if LaMelo Ball playing, I want to see him. I think they got Bridges down there. I think Montrezl Harrell is down there too. I don't know if he's playing, but if he's playing, that would be a good matchup to see Montrezl Harrell against, you know, Porzingis. Or they'll probably put him at the 4. Because Porzingis 7'3". So if they put Gafford in with Porzingis, he may be up against Gafford. But if not, he'll be up against Hachimura, because they both are 6'8". So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? But they got Charlotte on Sunday. They got, I think the Knicks, what's today, Wednesday? I think they got them on Friday or something like that. But I'm not going to do the Knicks game. I'm going to do the Charlotte game. And that'll be it for the regular season. And that's not gonna be my last video about the Wizards and stuff like that. I'm gonna still report during this off season and stuff like that during the playoffs. Or during the playoffs, it'd be more Wizards reporting and not the actual teams playing in the playoffs, really. Because I can watch the game like a fan, because I'm just a fan. You know, I'm a Wizards fan. So it's just me doing this because I want to get content on my channel. I want people to, you know, get a different perspective, because everybody talking about the Lakers or Brooklyn or, you know, who else is out there? Everybody talking about Phoenix, maybe Boston, but Chicago, Miami. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's talking about the Wizards, Golden State, the Utah or whoever. You know, and look, Wizards. I'm gonna talk about the Wizards. So, and of course, if you know me by now, my second team is Sacramento Kings. So, hey, you know, none of us made the play in. None of the teams made the play in, sorry. So, but it's okay though. Yeah, but like I said, it's no defense, no interior defense, no perimeter defense. They let Trae Young just go crazy. Turnovers in the third quarter was unbelievable, man. Turnovers. Yeah, listen, they didn't play good, but it's okay. Like I said, Wizards lost 118-103 at Atlanta. And I'll see y'all next video. I'm getting off this video quick. I just ain't got no more to say, because it's going to be the same thing. Lack of defense, lack of offense, turnovers, They didn't take that many threes, but when they did, they made most of them. Still not enough. So, okay, I'll holler at y'all next video. It'll probably be the Charlotte Hornets joint. So yeah, and you know, and then, yeah, I'm gonna do a Hornets video real quick. So, all right, holler at y'all.